welcome back. In this episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to head straight over to there and meet the surface below for the first time. First time any Skyloftian has been down there, so we're just going to make our way over there. It's basically in front of Skyloft, and we're kind of just behind Skyloft as it is at the moment, and that's kind of to the side of it, so we'll see how things go. I think that boost might be in the wrong direction, I might be taking past it, so I won't bother with the boost. Now to go in this, you only have to fly over it. You can dive whenever you want, but if you fly into it, you'll automatically dive off, or if you fly at a low altitude. So yeah, let's keep going. God, I've been recording this for quite a while now. Kind of shocks me how far I've got in this particular run. Okay. Sometimes I do feel like the story element kind of can drag a little, like as we saw there. Just the cutscenes can feel like they're dragging. If you do that, he automatically dives off, and now see that? There's a massive load of cloud above it. What happens when we get to the surface? Oh, by the way, you don't need to press B to land. With the sailcloth, it'll do automatically if you're too late, so I just tend to leave it until it's too late. There you go, he does it automatically, because otherwise he would just go faceplant and die. Yeah, okay, fine. Shut up. I don't care. We've arrived. It saves basically having to sail down at a slow rate anyway, so I just let her do it. No to seal grounds. To who? No one lives here. Oh, and there's something at the bottom which looks like symbols. Brilliant. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Thanks for zooming in and centering the camera around us. There we go, finally. I do know which way to move. Please proceed with caution. Okay, within 5 seconds we'll meet the first enemy who requires us to hack at it from a specific angle. Why is that? That's stupid. No, it's just done there on purpose. Anyway, this is the creature. Unless it takes a bite out of you beforehand, you have to do that and it chops its head off. And then this one. You could just not always do that. Okay, and there we go. Easy creatures. There's no trouble with them at all. And you can actually block them halfway. And Fee wants to speak to us. You called for me. You were flashing in the corner. Silly bitch. She does that and it annoys me so much. Something not good is happening. Something very not good is happening down there. That is not good. Oh well, a little cutscene there, nicely rendered as well. I don't like the music here. It's awkward, and it's probably meant to be awkward. Anyway, so let's just head over here. Thank you. Could you just get on reporting the information? Powerful unidentified force equals Skyward Sword. Oh, I've forgotten how long it takes now with the sword. Really? Oh, surprised. Well, obviously the best thing to do would be to go down here and see what happens. And see, this is how you can avoid getting fall damage for like ever with this. Well, that's what we've got to be doing. Let's get this done. Must be something about the energy from all that. There we go. Dowsing. Now, dowsing is an ability which has just been put in this game to annoy everyone. At least she doesn't say, oh, when you say no, she doesn't go, oh yeah, dowsing can be done by doing that. She does. Brilliant. Now you press C and then you hold down C and you navigate to Zelda, and it basically, you get beat, beat, beat whenever her ore is around. So really that's all we can do. Where's the big... No, there isn't a big one. Just got to use a series of these to get back up to the top. Basically what you're looking for is you'll find it will lead you perfectly back to... I've forgotten. Well, we'll see shortly. I'm not quite sure we are. This place confuses me a little. Yeah, find out she's in there, which we already knew because of this fact it had a seal on it. So hopefully the seal will break at some point. Just like that, apparently. Apparently asking the seal to break helps it break, which is a nice little feature the seal has. Now there's a reason that she's sat there, and there's a reason why you can't really see through into the next room, which you'll see eventually. The traveller descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. I welcome you too, whoever you are. Tell me, what is your name? Link. Ah, Link. Good. Very good. I sense you've already gained... Okay, basically, she's just talking that we've already got the whole Skyward Sword thing down, we carry the Goddess Sword, you know, we've done shit correctly in the right order and not, you know, jump through the wall to get to the sword, to get to the Master Sword, and then gone back in time before we've even got the, you know, the 3 different things, which actually would stop Ganon getting into the Sacred Realm, because we didn't do that. So actually, glitching kind of helps the game in general. Spirit Maiden you seek here shortly descended here, basically. So she actually made it down because she does have a cloth, like everyone. Like, no, 3 people had a cloth, we saw. Well, yeah, generally evil will try and strike when, you know, good comes out. I don't know, no idea what it is. When you go to Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself. Okay, right. So we basically need to follow her. Show your map. It's a pathetic map. And that door's locked with a small key, no doubt. Oh, the beacons. Now, beacons are really handy. Usually you get 5 beacons, and you can basically place a beacon wherever you want on the map. And that is really handy later on, especially in the in the trials where well, there are certain trials later on where you've got to know where everything is, and that can be really handy because you place them in every way they are, and you just run and collect them because you can see where beacons aren't just on your map; they are a massive pillar of light, much like the pillar of light we came down to here, and they really do help you out, and they're a nice addition, especially when areas in this game are a little bit more maze-like than perhaps other Zeldas. You know, the common complaint and what's it called? The complaint and compliment of this game is the fact that everywhere feels like going through a dungeon, and while it does, it means there's no major connecting overworld where you can have fun just taking Epona through, and that to me is both a positive and a negative to this game. It acts as both, not because I enjoy both aspects like that. I enjoy the fact that everywhere's like a dungeon; it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you thinking. But the fact there's no overworld is kind of sad, because I always did love just riding through the overworld with the horse, and the Sky doesn't have that same feeling. It's too open, the flying controls are rubbish, and the flying itself isn't fun. It's nice to just get up in the sky every so often after being on the ground. As you can see, there's the pillar, but in the end it just feels a bit meh, to put it brutally. Anyway, apparently a bunch of guys are hassling a Goron. They don't do a very good job of killing people. They're fine to hit you, but other people. Anyway, here's the directional blocking ability, which you see now. Let's see, there we go. That's another thing that they can drop. An ornamental skull. Slightly macabre, settles the Bokablim. We'll just go and collect some of these. Sadly, when he loses a block, for example, when you get the block there, Link takes sometimes a small while, sometimes too long, to actually to change his sword. And I see there, often they've changed their sword to meet exactly what you're doing, which is really annoying because you're basically constantly hitting their sword, and especially when their swords, well, especially when they can hurt you when they block later on. It's really irritating. So yeah, it doesn't really explain what the hell Gorons, because there aren't many Gorons in this game, and they introduce a bunch of new characters, which I hate. Yeah, that's a bit overgrown, isn't it? Yeah, these are just useful. These are points as I said, you can, well, as he said, you can also drop down onto them, which is good because whenever you pass them, I think they count, or maybe you've got to save at them. I don't know how quite they work, but basically they always work, and it's always really good. Not really. I don't really want to know more. Ooh. Well, to guess the way we have to make it. Oh, I was saying we have to Skyward Sword it, but apparently not. Apparently it just glows, and that's that. The red ones mean they can also boost you all the way up, I'm pretty sure, whereas other coloured ones can't boost you up. So you'll see other save points in dungeons. You can't come down to them, you can't also be boosted up to them. The Isle of the Goddess. Old statues like the one behind me are placed here to provide travellers way back up. Yeah, we know this. We suggest their particular statue has the power. Activate all the other statues. So this statue activated all the other statues. That's good. Which means now we can save on the ground and fly back up and whatever. This is boring. Let's move on. No, it doesn't motivate me no more. Ooh. No offence, but it actually does bore me. Right, let's go save at this thing. Let's see, to the sky is the second option. Save and quit needn't be another option, but whatever. If I'm going to quit, I'm going to turn the Wii off, and I don't get Goro. What? Whatever. Okay, well, let's head up here then, shall we? Yeah. I can't quite remember where this goes, but we'll see. Oh yeah, this just allows you to get around without having to go through that whole long area, which is good because opening that door takes a while and all that other stuff. So there we go, nice little shortcut. There we go. That thing up there, you can actually hit it, but we don't have any projectiles yet. As you see there, Oh, right, okay. Link also wants to jump. You see, everything uses that now. It's really annoying. Everything uses your stamina, so sometimes you can run out of stamina just far too quickly. It's not fun. It's nice they made him run finally, so we're not all spending our time rolling, because that can get really annoying. Keep tapping A, and at least this time it's holding it down, but the fact now we can't roll around like we used to is really annoying. Thank you! I would never have guessed Fee. Fee. I call her Fee. The reason why I call her Fee is because it sounds better than Fi, which means it sounds like someone going Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. It just, no, it doesn't sound good. Plentiful water in this region, yeah. Including this massive tree, which probably is some way related to maybe the Deku tree or whatever, but there's no relevances, no references made. Notice it's Farron Woods, and notice Nintendo released their official timeline. This is Farron Woods. Now, Twilight Princess is somewhere near the end of the timelines. Okay, so things were named Farron in the beginning, and things are now named Farron at the end. They also, like, you can find things like Gerudo dragonflies in one of the in the areas later on called Lanayru, which I don't know. Kind of says that Gerudo Desert is in Lanayru, but there are other things like made that which don't fully make sense, and it annoys me a little. I don't care about Zelda timeline. I'd rather they say we didn't make a timeline, guys, sorry about that, than try and shove one in, and I don't know. I still honestly believe that anyone who thinks that they made a timeline and they've stuck to that are basically idiots. There was never a timeline involved when they made the first game, or the second game, or even Majora's Mask. Hell, even Wind Waker. Anyway, demonstration. That didn't work well. That was a complete failure. I completely forgot that I had to kind of cut it halfway. But you see that? Saw that mark? If you hit that mark, oh, shit, those explode. If you hit that mark, they will be able. You will get like 1 rupee from it. So yeah, to get rid of them, just hit the down slash. You can actually walk through. But that's still another thing which bugs me about that game. A pet bug. I hate these guys so much. I don't mean those guys, the ones with like leopard skin knickers. I mean these ones. These are annoying. Good lord. Yeah, it has. It's because no one cares. Oh, my ears. Yeah, so obviously he's seen Zelda. We get this. Don't hurt me, Kuweep. Yeah, he's going to run away from us. So in the next part, we are going to catch up with him, and Fee's going to tell us that the fact that he was covered in it. So we're like, yeah, whatever. There's a quickie. Oh, sorry, a kickwheeze. I call them quickies because that's what they should be in this game. They shouldn't exist. I don't know why they made these. Don't care about these characters at all. The Zoras were cool, Gorons are cool, Dekus are cool, Quickies are not cool. They're annoying, obnoxious, they shouldn't exist. Anyway, I'll see you in the next part when I get rant about them later on.